Greetings, everybody. This is Joan Graham, and I'm here again. This time I'm talking to Caitlyn Kowalski. Now, Caitlyn's a very interesting young lady. She's in her late 20s and having her first bub. How life is going to change for you, young lady. As we all know, I've got an alarm going off here, so I just need to dismiss that. Now, and she also lives on Maui. So I'm going to let Caitlyn tell you a little bit more about herself, and then we can go, and then I'm just going to ask her a few questions. So welcome, Caitlyn.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here and just share my story with you. I am, again, like Joni said, I am 28 years old and in the online space. I live on Maui and I am soon to enter the world of motherhood, welcoming my first baby into the world.
Well, that sounds very exciting. Lots of things happening for you in the next short while. So,
yeah.
So tell me a little bit about how you found, or what you were doing before the online space, and how you found the online space.
Of course. So I went to school for hospitality business, and I ended up here on Maui in my first full-time job. And I was working the corporate space at an amazing resort here on Maui for quite some time and climbed the corporate ladder. And originally I was introduced to Kangen water at the beginning of COVID, and really didn't dabble too much into the business or the online space in the beginning, just literally sharing the water with jugs of water here on Maui and dropping them off at people's houses, and just that organic business, you know.
Yep.
And fell with the water and the machine and the Anespa and the Ukon, all the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
And so once I really just fell in love with the products and got going with the business, one of my first sales was at a golf course here on Maui. So that was really cool. So they have a machine at the golf course.
Excellent.
And not too long ago, I was introduced to the Freedom Era. And I was always posting about the water and posting about people's testimonies and whatnot on my social media and my Instagram and Facebook, and just sharing word of mouth. But what I really found value in was the Freedom Era and the mentorship that it had to offer me, and just the automation and the systems in place. And it really changed my mindset to more of selling the business rather than starting with the product. And my whole mindset shifted on that as well.
So with the Academy, do you find that you work on yourself and your mindset, or maybe your money mindset? Is that part of what you learn with the Academy?
For sure. And I would say it continues to inspire me to work on my mindset. But I also think that the automation process, the digital business specialist calls that I actually had someone come into the platform last week and they had a call. So that was really cool for me to see, because that's not normally, you know, how I would make a sale. And so that having that whole process automated for me was really, really awesome. And I find that so much more valuable for me and my time, and just the whole entire business. It's changed my perspective.
And there's nothing like automation when you're in the online space. Trust me, I've tried to do it the other way, and it's just so frustrating. You got to deal with the overwhelm because you go to do this and that doesn't work, and you try this. But I love the automation part of the Academy as well. And these guys have gone before us, and they've done the hard yards. And the thing that I really love about the platform is they share stuff.
Yeah.
The
And
step
the
by step by step by step.
Totally. Yeah, it's all laid out for you. You don't have to recreate the wheel. And them having the mentorships and the just the systems in place for you, it was really amazing. I mean, I have a sale coming through and I don't have to do the paperwork, and I don't have to, it's all there for you to utilize the automation process. And so I think me switching my mindset from, just learning more of the online space rather than the organic door to door word of mouth talking job at people's houses has been super valuable.
And it will make it so much easier when you have your bub by working on the online, that you can do it in the pockets of time that you have when hopefully they're sleeping.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many?
I know in this business too that are benefiting from it too, and just like I envision myself as well.
Yep. Okay. So do they have so many steps that they do in the academy that teaches people this?
What was that?
Do they have a step program? Like, do they have so many steps that you have to do with the business? So like a 3-step plan?
Who?
Yeah. So can you tell me what the 3 steps are in the business? Like, we monetize the socials.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Like monetizing our social media, aligning with a high ticket offer, and then automating the process.
So what do you say to people who think that they can't use their socials for business? Like, they might say, oh, that's just for my family, whatever. There's a lot of people who are on social media that don't like to include business on there. So have you got any words of wisdom for people who may think that?
Well, I think that there's a whole world of people out there that need to hear what we have to share. And you're truly just limiting yourself sharing or being passionate and sharing with others and being of service to others if you're not sharing on a platform such as Instagram or Facebook or social media. So I actually was just speaking to one of my business partners. Actually, one of my business colleagues still has her Instagram as private. And we were just talking about, how she should make it public so people can see all this amazing content she's created about the water and about the business, because she's only sharing it with her close friends and family who know her very well, and could come to her easily. But if you're limiting or blocking that off, you're not sharing it to the entire world, what you have to offer and be of service to them. So I think that's so amazing. And I just think the power of social media nowadays, we can either use it to help people or hurt people. And people in this business are here to be of service and of help and of really just sharing that it's capable for me, it's capable for you too.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I mean, mine was basically a private page.
Yeah.
But I've turned it into a public page, and it's just amazing who follows you and who's the comments. And I just love that. But I also love the fact that when you talk about the digital business system, the guys that do that are just so passionate about what they do. I just think it's amazing. I just think it's one total amazing system that we have access to. And I'm a bit like you. I didn't get involved straight away because when I bought my machine, I toddled off to the UK. And it wasn't until we come back to Australia that I actually looked at the business side of it. So, yeah. So
what? I know who's watching you or who might need to hear what you're saying,
Absolutely. Oh my goodness, that happens every day. And the comments that I get back on things when I do a live, especially, it comes back to me. So where do you see this online space and what you've created? Where do you see it taking you in the next 12 months to 5 years?
Oh, that's a that's a long gap, but I see myself really becoming entirely financially free, and being able to retire my fiance, and being able to live a life that we can fully be present with our family. Um, I recently, like I said, I just left my corporate job and I am not going back. I'm solely going to be doing this business along with raising my child. And my other half, or my fiance, is still at the hotel. And so my dream is really to just be able to retire him very soon, and live a simple life, but a life full of purpose and passion, and so a life where we can truly enjoy it, and we're just not ships passing in the night.
Yes. Well,
And that's what we were. I mean, if you can imagine hospitality on Maui, you're serving people and you're working long shifts. And I was in the event industry, so he would come home and I would come home, the super opposite schedules. And we just never really saw the light at the end of the tunnel for ourselves as to where, we wanted to have a family. We want to start a family and be able to travel and have the money to do those enjoyable things. And it's becoming possible right before my eyes. And so just continuing to stay committed to the process, and to kick those limiting beliefs, and working on mindset, and just putting myself out there on social media, because I know I have something to share.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. I just had a thought come past my head. Is it coming back? Is it staying away? Anyway, no, it's not coming back. Caitlyn, that's just absolutely wonderful. And, the thing that I love with you guys that are in your 20s and early 30s, you're setting yourself up for a stunning lifestyle that you can go where you want, when you want, do what you want, but help people along the way. And I just think it's amazing to see all you younger people coming through. I mean, I impact an older age group, but I just get so excited when I see the excitement and hear the excitement in your voices.
Yeah.
With you younger, people. It's just fantastic. So I would like to thank you for your time today, and thank everybody for stopping by and listening in. And if anybody has any queries or wants any questions answered, we are both available to answer those. So anything else you would like to say at the end, Caitlyn?
No, I just am so excited to be able to share my story. And I just want to say that don't be afraid to take the next steps, because you never know what's behind your comfort zone, or, you never know. And so just take those next, it could turn out a million times better than what you've ever imagined.
Yeah, cool. All right then. Thank you, everybody. This is Joan Graham saying bye for now.